Alright, next up here is the S&P 500. Multiple things I'm going to try and get through on this chart. First of all is a recap of what happened on the day. Basically, market makers gapped it up, caught some chasers in here for a potential breakout above, forced them to close their stops when it was no longer a confirmed breakout, and led to this sell-off. Now there was also news-related information that came out, but I don't play that anyways. It's just market noise to me, and price action told me it was a huge sell-off. So what happened was stops were triggered, and this was the result. Came all the way down, blew through my first support right here, which happened to be the low of the previous day. Nothing to do there. Came down to test the 8-period exponential moving average. As you can see, hit it exactly on the nose. Intraday, as price was moving, this was 240.64, which is exactly what this came down to. Just confirmed there's still buyers at support, and set up the daily candle in a very interesting pattern here. Once it did come down here, gave a green over green break, confirmed me into a 241 call position for the weeklies. Wrote it up, not a huge gain, just 10 cents on those options, but on a 68-cent stock, that's almost about 15%, so it's not too bad of a play right there. Going forward tomorrow, going to analyze this just like all my other hammer candles. So let me go ahead and take some of these drawings off of here. This is no longer going to apply, neither is this. Get this out of here, and I'll actually just leave that there. Okay, so now going forward here, we essentially do already have a breakout. Breakout was virtually from this level here, 241.30, which coincides with this trend line, pretty much the same exact place. I will go ahead and throw this level on here just so there's a nice clear green line of what I'm looking for. Tomorrow I will be looking for a pullback into that level, so I'll be putting support entry right there, the stop loss just below, and if price does confirm and remain strong and keep pushing up, VWAP will come up, and I'll trail my stop with the VWAP as well. This level down here is still going to have somewhat of importance to me because the 8-period exponential moving average has come up now. This green line is actually going to be a little bit higher. I'll adjust it on the open depending on what price action does. And this green line, I believe, was still the previous all-time highs. So a couple of levels, or a couple of reasons for that to have been support there. Going forward here, when these do trigger me in, if they do trigger me in, I will be looking for a target of at least 242, previous all-time high. But because of the hammer candle, tremendous amount of volume, basically confirms that there was a considerable amount of participants in the trade today. I'm going to be looking for price action to go much higher than 242. Decent looking spike here of 13 million shares well after the closing bell. Now what happens with that is going to be very interesting to see. So this 241.75 level, I'll also keep that in mind and see what happens around price action there. If it gaps up, I will be looking for a pullback into support. Pullback into support would be roughly around this 242 area. So with that in mind, I'm going to go ahead and put that line on there. And we'll just call it right here. I'm going to cut a couple of these candles, cut them down just a little bit, but it makes sense to me that way. So if it does not gap up and I get triggered in on support, that's my target. If it gaps above, I'll wait for a pullback into this level and look for some calls for continuation upwards. That'll be the plan for tomorrow going forward. Good luck.